Welcome, everybody, to the Wednesday DAO Town Hall here at Nifty Dreams. We are so excited to have each and every one of you. I saw the comments. Good morning and good afternoon to all of you. Today is a very special town hall because we will be doing not only a very in-depth educational piece of information on how the DAO works and the tokenomics, but also we will be doing a live art buying at the end of the show. So Nick will be going through, we'll be making selections and buying some art right here with you guys. The cap on that is 0.5 ETH, and we'll be selecting from people who have shared their questions with us today. So let's go ahead and get started. We have Nick and Maheen with us today. They're both members of Nifty DAO, Nick being the founder and Maheen being our amazing community builder. So go ahead and introduce you guys.
Hey, Eddie. Good morning. How are you?
Doing great, on my first cup of coffee still. So
I got my chai going here. Hey,
amazing.
Maheen.
Oh, she got the juice.
Yes,
She's
yes,
healthy.
all about healthy eating and drinking. So I'm having the juice. Good morning, Eddie and Nick. It's so nice to see you too.
You too. I know. We need to do these more often. It's really fun.
I'm excited for this town hall because we are like getting to the point now where we have a bunch of dreamers who are believing in our mission and joining us, and we are also learning, right? Like this is not anything any of us have done before, and so with each town hall, with each space, with each project, we're getting better and better and better. And I'm excited for all the stuff we have packed into today's town hall. I hope everyone who is here is tweeting this link out, so we'll get more people on here, especially for the art buy.
That's so true. Since the day we started to now, there has been so much growth and growth as an individual, growth as an artist, and growth as a team member. Like we've grown as a team as well, which is amazing to see. So yeah, I'm really excited for this session. What about you, Eddie? How are you doing?
I'm feeling good. It's definitely been fun to see just the excitement, the enthusiasm of the community. And they're like, what's next? What's next? Which we have some amazing, amazing events going on this week that I'll share in just a moment. But it is super fun to be in a space that's so collaborative because I think the biggest thing that everyone needs to know here today is that this is a collaborative mission. This is a DAO. We're not used to these structures where it's us coming alongside each other to make decisions and narrow down the big picture. We're used to like top down structures, but we are all here to support you guys. So even though our faces are on the screen and your guys's aren't yet, we are just building this that way then you guys can have the platform and resources. So it's really exciting, and yeah, we're going to go over some awesome information. Okay, so should we get started announcing our upcoming event, which is tomorrow? Share my screen here. Okay, so we have been working so hard to make this possible, and this is a very, very exciting event that we have going on. Tomorrow, 8 a.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. UTC. We have Rachel. She's our head of marketing, but she's also an absolute badass businesswoman. Sorry, you can bleep that out.
Yeah,
But
Eddie, do you want to add the screen?
yeah, did it not share?
No, it's not on the screen yet.
Okay. Technical difficulties. Oh, wait, here we go. Okay. Now is it sharing?
No, you'll see it. The stream will change.
You might have to do this.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Sorry, my Chrome is being weird right now.
No worries. Give me a second here, and I will get going here. All right.
Let me share the link because I'm trying to share the link with the. Okay, now you can see it.
All right. There we go.
Okay, there it is. Nick got it. Nick saves the day. Awesome. So we have the marketing workshop. It's an NFT marketing 101 workshop with Rachel tomorrow. Rachel has been helping artists to market themselves for over 15 years. So she is a wealth of information, a wealth of knowledge. She usually is quite pricey, but you guys get access to her for 90 minutes by just being a dreamer, by holding one of our dreamer NFTs, which are 25 US dollars. And she has worked with over 8,000 artists. So just the amount of experience that she has, I'm learning from her every single day. And she's been featured in, as you can see on the image, featured in a ton of awesome press articles as well. And she speaks and has a top 100 podcast, Smart Art Business. So if you want more resources, check her out. But to sign up, all you have to do is hold one of our Dreamers NFTs. You can mint one of those at niftyd.io/mint. And then to sign up for the actual workshop, you have to do one more step and go to niftyd.io/workshop. It is an exclusive event for just our DAO members. So if all of you guys in here today, this is our DAO Town Hall. So, you guys are invested, you're excited for the resources we have. So make sure to also go to our Discord, and that's where we will be announcing the link to join the workshop because it is an exclusive event. And as you can see here, we're welcoming anyone and everyone from all ethnicities, walks of life. We're just so excited to have you guys here and have an inclusive environment. So that will be, again, tomorrow, which I can't believe it's already here, but tomorrow, 8 a.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Universal Standard Time. Awesome. And then we'll go to the next
slide. Right. I guess I'll take this one.
Awesome.
I am so excited to talk about this project. But before I do, let me change the layout a little bit here. Wait, that's not the right one. How do I pin myself? We're learning this. There we go. And I want to have my screen also. So let's add that. Eddie, can you add the screen also to the mix, please?
Let's see.
Okay, so I want my face and the screen. So that way people can see me gesturing wildly.
Why is it still only showing?
All right, that's fine. We can leave everyone on there. You guys can also gesture wildly and get excited as we are doing this. So, okay, guys, this is brand spanking new. This is an idea we came up with yesterday. It is really, 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 really exciting. This is the Dream Forever project. It's our kickoff project. And what we want to do is we want to celebrate all you dreamers. You are stepping up. You're showing your support for this vision. And so we've created something really, really special for you. All right, let's get going. So this Dream Forever project consists, first of all, of a website which has this ginormous grid. The grid is 100 by 100 squares. All right. So if my math is right, that's 10,000. There's 10,000 dreamers, right? And when you get a dreamer NFT or even a mint pass, you have a unique token ID. So each of those squares on that grid, and by the way, I know the grid on the screen is not 100 by 100. I'm probably going to get some DMs, etc., saying you said 100 by 100, but it was not. That's a sample illustration only. So
should I highlight that or should I not highlight that?
Do not highlight that, please. That is a reference grid indicated to convey that it's going to be a grid. It's probably not even square, but okay. Okay. So you have a token ID with your Dreamer NFT. You get a square on this canvas. All right. So this ginormous digital canvas. Next, what we want you to do, each dreamer uploads 2 items. of content. One is a square artwork, whatever you want it to be. It's you, your dreams, whatever it is that you want to represent yourself forever. Okay, so think about that artwork carefully. And a square profile photo. So those are the two pieces of content you're going to upload. Eddie, do you mind muting? So
Yeah.
you upload those items into the canvas, and then here's what happens. The canvas is going to start filling up with all your artwork. So we are creating a composite, like a mosaic of all your artwork. All right. And the front of it is your artwork, and we'll make it so the image can flip over, and the back is all the profile pictures, your pictures. So what we want to do is, when this canvas fills up, we will mint a one of one, a Dream Forever NFT. This is a one time only. It is going to give the holder, whoever gets this NFT, 100x voting rights in the DAO. It is going to immortalize your artwork and your photos forever in this single NFT. And it is forever, So I'm super, super excited, because we will now have a very tangible expression of our art, of the people, the dreamers who stepped up and supported this DAO initially. And it's going to give the holder something really cool. Now, there's more. So we are going to have an auction. That's how this is going to be sold. All right. This Dream Forever NFT is going to be auctioned off to the entire world. Whoever wants to get it. There's no cap, no limit. We'll have a period of time. We'll promote the heck out of it. You're going to promote the heck out of it. We're going to go on every news show. We're going to go on every periodical, every blog, every podcast, every space, and talk about this, and get everyone who has money and is interested in art competing to own this. And guess what? 100% of the funds are going to be divided up among all the 10,000 of you. That's it. That is an amazing, amazing way to kick off this DAO. The DAO is about putting money in the hands of artists, the 10,000 of you who are stepping up. This is going to be a great marketing initiative, and it's going to be a great way for you to get some money right away. So what's our action plan? Well, we are going to start building the web app immediately, but we don't have to wait, right? We can start accepting your content in parallel with building the website and with the Dreamer NFT sales. We are going to get to 10,000. One way or the other, we're going to get to 10,000. As soon as we hit that 10,000, we're going to mint the Dream Forever NFT and start the auction. And when that is sold, boom, we divide it up among 10,000 of you, and you get a great payout for stepping up and buying that mint pass. So let's see if anyone else here thinks this is a good idea. First of all, let's start with my co-host here, Addie, Maheen. What do you think of this?
I am blown away. I mean, it's been so exciting to see, like I was saying earlier, to see people being like, what's next? What's next? All excited for our marketing initiatives and our DAO initiatives. And I think this is a beautiful way to show physically and visually that we are a collective of people, of artists. And so I think it's very touching and moving. And I can see this for sure being on podcasts, news channels, everything, because it's a really moving visual. And I'm excited to just see everybody. Like, I'm going to be zooming in and looking at it all the time. So it's really, really a great idea.
And I want to make it so that the square canvases are not just static images. They can be,
oh my God,
they can be video, they can be people reciting their poems, they can be music. It is a very interactive, and experiential kind of canvas there.
Wow, we should get it in like a museum that has screens like all around. And that way you can just like walk up to each square and watch it.
That would be awesome.
Oh gosh, I'm mind blown.
Yeah, Mahin, what are your thoughts?
I mean, it's amazing. It's very creative, and it's something I've not seen so far, which is great because we're always learning and doing new things. So yeah, I think it's given. It's like a collaborative, like you said, right? Like a collective. And I love the idea. I love what you're doing with this, and having the front and the back as well. That's giving that's giving a 3D dimension to this idea, which is great and phenomenal. I'm very excited for this.
Cool.
So yeah, I mean, Nick, how do you come with these ideas? Tell us that first.
So I come up with, like, I don't know, ideas nonstop, but I have to pause and think about execution. And some of those ideas are pie in the sky. It is impossible to execute on. It would require like a ton of capital and ton of an army of people, etc. But some of my ideas, like, I hit them and I'm like, this we can do. So this one was literally yesterday afternoon. You know what? A lot of my ideas come during my afternoon chai. I need to have my afternoon chai on a more regular basis, So this came then, and I'm like, we got to execute on this. So I just put it out there in our Slack about, hey, what do people think? A lot of people said yes. So boom, here we are in the town hall less than 24 hours later, and we have a program in place. So let's see if our community likes it. Let's take some questions. And actually, I'm going to ask one of you to take note of who's asking these questions, because later on we are going to have to vote on these questions and decide who I buy 3 artworks from. So guys, you need to be thinking about your questions, because the best 3, I'm going to live buy your art. So let's start here with this one from Muhammad. Hi, Nick. I have 2 Dreamers Pass. One I bought and second I won from contest. Both are for 1 years. How can I get benefit from the second pass? Well, the passes are aggregative in terms of voting. So you get 2 votes, you get 2 of every benefit. So provided the benefit is something that can be serialized, that can be broken up into multiple, you get both of them. But here's another thing to consider, Muhammad. There are a lot of people in the community who cannot afford the $25. And I encourage, in the spirit of community, that you have a giveaway. You do something to promote yourself, your art, and do a giveaway of the second one. Since you won it, maybe you can pay it forward. I'm not saying you should absolutely do that. It's unto you. But I think that's a great community spirit. It shows that we are all in this together, So that's what I would do. And let's see. If you guys see any interesting questions, feel free to kind of pin them up here.
Should we just explain how to mint really quick?
Yeah, let's do that. You want to take that on?
Absolutely. So to answer your question that I have pinned up here, so to mint, you just go to niftyd.io/mint. So it's hold on. Oh, now my spelling's going to get to me. niftyd.io /mint. And you do have to create a wallet that you can buy cryptocurrency with. You have to buy Ethereum. So I use MetaMask. There's a couple wallets out there like Trust Wallet, etc. But you just create a wallet. So for example, if you go to MetaMask, you create an account. It's going to give you a special password called a seed phrase. You have to write that down and store it in multiple places, because if you lose your seed phrase, your money, your assets are gone forever. So write down the seed phrase in multiple locations, put it in a safe, whatever. And then you buy Ethereum with your MetaMask wallet. So you just like upload a credit card, debit card, bank account, buy Ethereum, and then you go over to niftyd.io, click /mint, click connect wallet, and that's where you connect your wallet to, which is your MetaMask account, to the website, and then you just click mint. So pretty simple. If you've done NFT buying before, then you know exactly how to do it, but that is the answer to that question.
Yeah, that's a 2-part question. I want to take on the first part because I think it's important. How Mint Pass holders get sales. In those 6 words is buried a very important kind of message. I want to make sure that everyone who's listening to this now or later, or who becomes a dreamer understands that the DAO is not about short-term monetization, right? So this question immediately is hinting to how do we get marketplace sales? Like, let's just be clear about that, right? And I know absolutely clearly that people are hurting. They want sales, right? But I also want you to understand that marketplace as a vector for you to make money is a dead end. You are not getting lifetime success as an artist through those marketplaces. It can be some of your income, but it is not going to be all of your income. Why? Very simple. And you already know this. There are tons and tons of artists with tons and tons of artworks and a very small, finite number of collectors with a finite amount of money. The equation does not add up. That tells you that it's not going to work. This is why I created this DAO. The purpose of this DAO is to find new ways to monetize your artwork and new ways to create sustainable income for you. So if you ask the question, how can Mint Pass holders get sales? I want to tell you that that's sort of almost short-term thinking. We understand that it is important. In fact, that's why we have the marketing workshop, right? We want to help you along a little bit. But the grand vision of the DAO is not to help you get sales on marketplaces. The grand vision of the DAO is to help you get recurring license revenue so you're not fighting for one sale at a time. We want to create a steady stream of income for you, a predictable stream of income, just like every other profession has. Every other profession has a predictable stream of income. They know how much they're going to make every month, every week. That is what we want to unlock for you. So I appreciate the question and the focus about how can I get sales right now? But if the question is about how can I get sales right now in the marketplace, the answer is that given the number of artists and given the number of collectors, it's going to be hard. We're going to help you. We're going to teach you how to improve your marketing, etc. But we are not miracle workers. We cannot just all of a sudden change the dynamics of a marketplace. The marketplace equation is the wrong place to focus your attention. You need to focus your attention on the future and figure out how to create recurring revenue and income that can last you a lifetime and make it so you can proudly say, I'm an artist. That's it. When someone asks you, what is your profession? I am an artist. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Amazing, amazing question and great explanation, Nick. I think that a lot of people have seen marketplaces out there before, and we're a DAO, and so far no one else has done an artist DAO to this magnitude before. So it's a great question because it's new, right? So let's bring up this question from Martin about where we are at.
Yep. Here's my question. Initial expectation of 10K dreamers so far reached 5K. Of them, a small fraction of only about 1.8K mints. Are these lower figures affecting in any way the general plan? That's a great question, Martin. The plan is obviously slowed down because of that, but I understand why. If you compare what we are doing to any other PFP project, etc., let's think about the motivation why those sell out in seconds or minutes, etc. A vast majority of the people that are buying those instantly go to OpenSea or whatever and are looking to flip them and make a quick buck. We are talking about getting people, artists, into a collective, and this pass represents their membership. It represents their commitment. It represents their support. It represents their dreams. That is a much bigger ask. So we are going to get to that number, and we are not pausing or slowing down plans in any way. But I keep repeating this again and again in every space I go. If we are not going to get to that 10K number, it's much harder for us to get to the next step, which is raise 5.5 million from benefactors, right? Because we want to go to a benefactor and say, hey, we got 10,000 artists who believe in this. Let's go. It's a lot easier for me to say that than to say that, hey, we got 5,000 artists, etc., right? So we're going to keep growing this. We're going to keep moving it forward. And we're going to do it relentlessly. Things might slow down a little bit, but that's not going to hold us back. I feel like the plans we have in place right now we are also learning, right? We are learning, we are reacting to these things. So now we are reaching out to bigger communities. We are creating incentives. In fact, I'll just go ahead and announce that today we will have for communities sort of a referral link that's available. So communities will be able to refer their artists to us and benefit from it. We'll talk about the benefits in a separate session. So we are learning, and even yesterday we saw, the numbers starting to tick up. So it's a long game. We are not here to do this in a week or 2 weeks or whatever. We are talking about a long game that is multiple years. And so having to wait a few extra weeks to fill in that 10K is not going to make a big impact in the grand scheme of things. You're going to see that we are continuing to move forward, and we are also being creative about it, right? What I just announced, the Dream Forever NFT, right? That is designed to address that. It's designed to create a FOMO. Think about this right now. If you're an artist out there and we are creating this one of a kind NFT, and you have a chance to get in on that today for 25 bucks, think about the FOMO of that, right? So we are creating multiple vectors to get artists in there. And I'm not at all changing plans. We are not at all thinking that, oh, we need to do things differently because of the numbers. They are growing, and they're growing at a steady pace. And our goal is to make them grow faster so we can hit that 10K number soon.
And can I
Excellent.
quickly add something to what Martin said? Like, excellent question, and I know where you're coming from. But we are at this point where we want every DAO member to take ownership for their membership. Like, it's our DAO now, right now. It's not like any single person's responsibility, right? We're all in it together. We all will benefit from this. So, like, we're at this stage where we want people, like our members, our dreamers, to say that it's our DAO, and like, we're going to make it better. We're going to have the other sales, like, and all these things that we're doing, we're building it together. So we want that kind of attitude from the community, I would say.
Exactly. Excellent job, you guys. That was a great question, Martin. Really appreciate that from you. And now we have this question here. I already have 5 passes, and my mother asked me to buy one more for her. Can I have a 6th? She is also a big dreamer. Appreciate your ongoing support.
Yeah, thank you, Tio. That's an awesome question. So it's limited to one. It's limited by account. So you have 5 passes per account. So your mom should have her own account, and you can get her her own pass. And then, if, for the purpose of management and of voting, etc., when we actually have the Dreamer NFT pass available to you, it's going to have a cool feature called delegation. So she'll be able to delegate her vote to you. Remember, the primary function of the Dreamer NFT is voting. It's got a lot of cool other benefits like tokens, etc. But the primary function is voting. After the dust has settled on our initial launch and all the initial kind of excitement and the tokens, etc., we'll be voting a lot. And you'll see later today that we're going to have a new vote coming up. So yeah, so I would set up your mom with a separate account, and get her 6th one or 7th one or 8th one, or whatever you'd like to do. So yeah.
Yeah, excellent question. We're excited to see her around here too. I know I see you in every town hall. So thank you so much for being here. This is an exciting question from Jason. Jason, thank you for asking this question, because this is really the DAO community spirit that we're talking about. So he said, "Hi, Nick. What can current dreamers do to help onboarding new dreamers?"
Yeah, that's a great question. And every one of us needs to be an ambassador for the DAO. And yesterday I tweeted asking everyone to share their Dreamer Mint Pass with a few hashtags, and then everyone should just retweet that and like it, because we want to get those tweets trending, and get more on board. But I'll tell you what, that's collective action. In my experience, I have done a lot of fundraising and things like that. Personal action works way better. So what does personal action mean? if you know an artist personally, a friend, a family member, an acquaintance, an office worker, an office colleague, if you can convince them to hop on board, that is how we are going to get to 10,000 much better. Because when we like, retweet, etc., we rely on algorithms to do the work for us. We rely on them to do the heavy lifting, right? But when we personally reach out to someone, it becomes really hard for them to say no, because they're going to ask questions. You can answer them, and you can answer them truthfully from your beliefs, like why are you on board, right? And that is a better way to convince other people to jump on board than any amounts of tweeting, etc., because tweeting, etc., is very passive. So actively asking someone would be great. So if each of you found two friends who are artists, who are not on board yet, and overcame their objections, or even um, just convince them, if they didn't have any objections, to sign up, this we would be there in no time at all.
Um, can I quickly say that, Jason, that's such a nice way of asking us for, like, how you can help. We really appreciate these questions. And yeah, you know what, like, you can also do one thing. If you have each right now, and you want your friend who's kind of like struggling to get the mint pass, maybe you can just buy one from him, or for him or her, and then just like gift him that. That would be a nice way to onboard friends, because I think my next step is doing that as well. Like, I know a couple of my friends who cannot afford the mint pass right now, but I'll be getting it for them, because the idea is that everyone wins at the end, right? We as artists, we win, right? Like dreamers, we want to make an earning through art. And so that's a like a good step to take, if you are willing to do that for your friends. So thank you for that, Nick, Jason.
I love it. Thank you so much, Nick and Maheen. That was a great question. Okay. So now we're going to take this question here. What is the process for projects to apply for grants? Is it open already? Can the project be run by a single creator?
You know what? Whoops. Let me hit this slideshow again. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna stop my screen and share again. Um, this is actually a question that will be best if we answer it after Maheen's segment. So why don't we do Maheen's segment now, and then we can go on to more questions. So give me a second again. I'll hit my slideshow again, and you'll see why. You'll see why in just a second. Let me go
Yeah,
here.
I love to see that you guys are thinking right along the same lines as us, because we've been putting so much ideation, time, energy, effort into all of this for you guys. So we have a couple other really exciting things to announce today.
Yay, this is the fun part, right? Where's the fun? Where's the money coming from? So I'm really excited to share that. All right, can we move to the next slide, Nick? So we'll be getting 4,000 in funding for our Dreamers project, and we've divided that in this way. I mean, it's not really important, but 1,000 grants are coming. 1,000 grants into two, and 500 into four. So we're dividing it that way. Like the way we show everything. We really want our dreamers to know that we're very candid about every single thing that we're doing, and we're not hiding any single thing from them, right? So the application opens on 6th September to 16th September. We'll definitely be tweeting about it. We'll definitely be, telling you about what we're doing when. But the voting starts at September 19th to 26th, and the grants are awarded, at the week of 26th, I think 26th September. So we have divided it that way. But the total is $4,000 in grant, like $4,000 US dollars, I would say, that we are kind of giving to this fund. Can we move to the next slide? All right, so these are the rules, and rules are very simple. It's only restricted to dreamers. So if you have a dreamers pass, only then you can get the grant for sure, right? And it's very easy. Like if you haven't minted yet, and if you're thinking to mint, like this is the right time to do it. We have all the links in the bio. You can go and mint the Nifty Dreams Pass right now. And the one rule that you need to know about is that you need to at least have one collaborator who's a dreamer with a mint pass holder as well. That's really, really important. And yeah, and this is, I think this is understood that it should be aligned with the vision of the DAO, and specific rules are in the application form. We'll be sharing the application form with you too as well, so you know all the rules and what we're doing. But yeah, that's pretty much about the the funds. And yeah, we're really excited because this is the first time we are doing this, and I know like dreamers are waiting for this. But like we said, like we're actually working on everything that we've promised, and just be a little patient with us, and like you'll see like how far we'll go with this. Nick, do you want to touch upon this? Do you want to talk more about this?
Yeah. So, one of the most important things we've talked about is once we do our benefactor drop and raise $5.5 million, 1.25 million of that is going to be allocated in Dreamer funds, right? So this is Dreamer fund number 1. We haven't even got to our goal of the Dreamers of 10,000, and we are already putting it out there. So you should know that you're going to see a lot of opportunities, a ton of opportunities for artists to make money. Like, we are singularly focused on how to put money into your pocket and how to make your dreams come true. That's it. That's what we are working on, right? So even though we have not yet reached our milestones, etc., we are like, let's not wait. And this goes back to Martin's question, like, how does it affect our plans? You can clearly see we're not waiting for anything. It's not like, let's wait until we get all this capital before we do things, etc. We are confident in our abilities. We are confident in our vision. We are confident in you supporting us, So that's where this comes into play. So this is the first 4K out of that $1.25 million. And as the grant sizes get larger, we are starting with 1K right now as the largest one, obviously, because we don't have a lot of money yet. But they're going to get bigger and bigger. They're going to get to like 5K, 10K, 50K, 100K for bigger scope projects. We want you to dream about the big world of art and how we can transform their thinking about NFTs. We don't want you to think small about, hey, I'm going to go take a few photos, I'm going to make one painting. We want you to think big, like, can we transform an entire village somewhere and through art and make them, self-sufficient? So we got to do things like that, right? But we start here, we start right now, and it's 4K. This is a cool opportunity for you. If you've been thinking about, well, what if I experiment with this project? Find another dreamer, partner up with them, and submit that application. The application is open in just 2 days. On Friday, you'll have the ability. So start ideating right now. And I always tell people, innovation. This is what we want to do. Ultimately, the DAO is about innovation, right? What is innovation? Innovation is always like, I've been looking at innovation a lot, is almost always two existing ideas combined in a novel and interesting way. That's it. So the innovation already exists in the world around us. You just pick two ideas, you put them together, a mashup, and you've got innovation, right? So this is an opportunity for you to really get some funding. But you know what? Funding is good, but you have to think beyond that. You have to think about yourself as a professional artist. You need to start dreaming of yourself as a full-time professional artist, and you need to think about what this is going to do for your career. That's more important, because if you get that grant, right, you're already being marketed. You're already being promoted by the DAO to this entire community of artists worldwide. And then you complete your project. Guess what we are going to do? We are going to promote the heck out of it. We're going to write about it. We're going to blog about it. We're going to tweet about it. We're going to do, Addie's going to do TikToks about it because she's now a new TikTok star. So this grant thing, don't think that, oh, well, it's $500. No, it is worth way more. You need to think about opportunity costs of things, people. You need to think like business people. The opportunity cost of this is huge, right? You're going to get huge benefits from it. I say cost, actually, I meant opportunity benefit of this is huge, right? So think like that. And I hope you right away start thinking about what could you possibly do with a grant like that, and start thinking about what your application is going to be. And by the way, we are not a government entity, so you're not going to have a 25-page application. It's going to be a simple one-page thing. You're going to fill out 3 or 4 fields. You're going to give us some idea of what you're going to spend the money on, etc., and you're going to kick ass. Like, we want to know how the heck you're going to kick ass on this mission. So Maheen, I'm sorry, you expected me to speak for 30 seconds and I went on and on because I get really excited about this.
I'm also really understanding this right now because it was really good that you explained us. So, like in 2 days, the application opens, right? And what kind of ideas, like maybe just give them a little bit of example of what kind of ideas you're looking for. And like, you need to have a proper plan of like how the budgeting is done and all of that. Like, what are we expecting here?
Yeah. So these are small amounts. So our bar is fairly low. What we want is a decent enough explanation of how you will use the funds. If your use of funds is one sentence, then you're probably not going to get voted in by your fellow voters. That's another thing, This is not me or Maheen or Addy making a decision. Your applications are going to go up in a gallery where all the other dreamers are going to vote on it. So your peers are going to make this decision, not me or anyone else, right? So you have to convince them that you're the one who's worthy of winning this grant. We will have a process in there for tiebreakers and things like that. But ultimately, this is the essence. This is the spirit of the DAO, folks. You, by holding that Dreamer NFT, the Mint Pass for now, get to vote. You get to decide on things that happen in the future. And this is so beautiful because it's so different from companies where, like the CEO or someone makes the decisions. Trust me, I do not want to make any decisions. Like I would be very happy for all of you to make all the decisions. So this is what it's about. Yeah.
I'm really excited for this. And then, be really honest in terms of voting. Do not vote for your friends to see what plan works, right? What is actually going to benefit and brings out the best in the artist and for the DAO as well. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. Yeah. Good luck, everyone. I'm actually looking forward to some great ideas.
So Addy, should we take some more questions now?
Absolutely. And I want to chime in really quick as well. I think a big opportunity of being a part of the DAO as well is the community. It is the collaboration between people. And as we continue to grow and develop, we're going to have more and more connections. And I feel like networking and just knowing people is how you get ahead in your career, right? So we can't forget that aspect. Like, of course, our mission is to help you guys make money in multiple ways, whether that's the marketing workshop going on tomorrow, so that way you have knowledge that you can apply to your own life that's proven to work for over 8,000 artists, whether that's funding through grants. Like, we want you guys to be well versed in multiple areas of your life and multiple ways that you can take this knowledge and information and better your life. Like, not just have $1,000, even though $1,000 is awesome, but have a space, have a community to collaborate, to network, to continue to grow yourself, and as well as your financial status, right? So yeah, definitely, like Nick was saying, we're here to help you with your mindset and beliefs as well, around money and just around like bettering yourself in your career. So excellent job. That was seriously amazing. So this question here, I'm going to pin it one more time just to make sure we covered it. So we answered the question about applying for grants and when it's opening. Can the project be run by a single creator? I believe that's a yes, Nick, correct?
No, that's actually a no, because we are requiring that there be at least one other collaborator. So it's got to be two Dreamer Pass holders who apply.
Okay, so you guys are doing buddy system for applying for these grants.
It can be more than two, but two is the minimum.
Okay, awesome. I'm glad we cleared that up. Thank you so much for your question. That was very helpful. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and move along here to the next question. You guys make sure to be commenting your questions so we can get through future ones as well. Okay. We're getting lots of questions about like how many people can apply. So
yeah, one of the things we'll do is immediately after this session, we will PDF this deck and tweet it out. So all that information is available for you.
Awesome. That sounds great. Okay, this is an excellent question. Thank you for asking. Said, hi, Nick. My question, please tell us about the history of creating Nifty behind its origin. When did it start? Love this question.
Yeah, this is a really good question. So I attended a clubhouse session where they were talking about art, and I don't know how I ended up in there. I think it was I just installed the Clubhouse app and I chanced into that, and I didn't even know one of one kind of NFT art was a thing, etc. Now I've been in NFTs like since CryptoKitties, like so I have my original CryptoKitties. I'm big on NBA Top Shot, etc. But the art thing, I'm like, huh, what's this? So I went and I immediately bid on something and started a bid war and got the price of something up to like $6,000, I think, uh, in my very first thing like that. And uh, I did not know that on Foundation it was. I think it extends the time every time. So I bid a large amount, and then I went to bed. And then in the morning, I realized I had lost it because I was sleeping. And um, that was like my first experience. I was like bummed out because I lost my first bid or whatever. So then I'm like, okay, I gotta go find some more art to buy. And then I got into it and started buying a whole bunch. And I started attending more clubhouses. I guess you call them that. Yeah, rooms, I guess. And I realized that there is a real pain, a real problem, and that got my entrepreneur spidey senses tingling. I, as an entrepreneur, am highly tuned into finding problems, especially if they are in a domain that I understand and that I can solve. So, listening to all these artists, like again and again, they're talking about the pain points of being able to sell, etc. So I'm like, how can I help? So I started, promoting people. I actually did a YouTube channel called Nifty Dreams. That's where the name originated. Where I interviewed 3 or 4 artists and gave them exposure, etc. And so as this happened, I became more in tune. I've talked to like thousands of artists since then, and I realized that what's missing here is that we have artists, but we are missing 2 elements. Those elements are business and tech. The NFT world, you cannot succeed with just art. You need business skills and you need tech skills. Artists are not going to become business people. Artists are not going to become software developers, So what do you need? You need business people, and you need artists, and you need software developers to collaborate. And that was sort of the genesis of thinking about this as a DAO and coming together and providing the resources to artists so they can succeed in this. And the vision to make this like an incubator comes from my deep rooted belief in the Silicon Valley ethos. The Silicon Valley ethos is that, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Kind of experiment, be totally cool with failure. I am 100% cool with failure. So that's what we are going to do with the DAO, right? We're going to have lots of project experiments to identify the 1 or 2 ways in which we can make a crap ton of money. Like, I'm not thinking about, hey, let's create a DAO and see if we can get artists, $5,000 or $1,000. I want to create this at scale where we create a unicorn. This is $1 billion plus kind of DAO that is making artists into millionaires. That is what we are trying to do here, So yeah, so that's the genesis story, I guess.
That was epic. Thank you so much for that question. Maheen, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I think this is the third time I'm hearing this story, and every time I hear this, it just gives me goosebumps because it makes me realize that how Nick feels about this dream. And right, like he could be doing a lot of other things. He didn't have to get into this most difficult artist suffering kind of vibe, I would say. But I think he wanted to take this challenge and he wanted to really help the artist. That's why he's here. Otherwise, we know Nick. We know how he thinks and how like how he goes by with his decisions. But I think it takes a lot of courage to do what you're doing, Nick. And I would say that really appreciate you for doing that.
I appreciate that. I have another startup, right? So a startup is like 2 full-time jobs. Each startup is like 2 full-time jobs, and now I'm doing 2 in parallel. So as I always tell people, I'm very fortunate. There are 30 hours in a day, so life is good. We can do this.
And Maheen, do you want to share with the audience as well how you got here just briefly and why you're here today?
Wow, like how I got into NFTs.
Yeah, and why you're here for Nifty Dreams.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's actually, I was using Twitter way before NFTs. I think I started doing art way before. I've been, because I graduated from an art school, so I had that background. So even though I had an account on Instagram, correct, but like Twitter was the most easiest platform to use in terms of getting your work out there globally, right? You would never know someone in Netherlands is sharing your work or commenting. So I was sharing my work and I was kind of like expressing what I feel in a very subtle way. That's the beauty of art, I would say. So I was using photography to do that, and then I was getting these comments like, "Wow, your art makes me feel this way, and your art makes me feel that way." I think that was the first time in my life that someone could connect, like people could connect with my artwork. And then I saw that this NFT wave came in, and a lot of my friends who I was following, like I remember there's this Angel Ang, she goes by that name. She was doing art by then, like she was an artist before, and I was following her, but she became an NFT artist, and I saw like how she was making sales and doing all of that, and I was like, damn, maybe if she's doing that, maybe I can do it too. But I didn't jump in right away. I did my research. I kind of like onboarded people from Instagram because I always wanted to create a community. That's one thing that everyone knows about me. That I didn't want to be here all alone. I wanted to have a community. So I started building communities. I became a part of other communities. I started learning what to do. And after 3-4 months, I put my collection. Because for me, it was more about doing the research, having people who support you, and like, and then doing your work. And with Nifty Dreams, I feel like it just aligns with everything I've done so far. It just supports a dreamer's dream. I'm a dreamer, like it or not. I mean, by choice, I'm a dreamer, I guess. But I'm a dreamer, and this DAO is helping artists like me, like you, like everyone else who's here with us. So I was like, okay, this aligns with everything I've been doing in my NFT journey, and even before that. And even like, even I mean, just if you put aside what the DAO is doing, I know Nick. Like I've seen him. I've seen how he's helping the artists. I've seen like what he did for Namaste NFT, and just his attitude, his knowledge, kind of like I was kind of like drawn towards his like knowledge about tech, art, and what he wants to do and how he wants to help the artists. So like for me, it's important who's behind a project, the mindset behind the project. So as soon as I found out that Nick is doing this, I was like, wow. And it's just like I get a couple of requests for like, you want to manage this PFP project, do this and that, and I go like, I don't trust the people. I don't know, like and I don't want to do a quick flip. I don't want to be in projects that are rug pulls. I want to work for something that's going to be there in the future, because people who are building it believes in it, and we all believe in that project. So that's why I'm here. And that's the story. So thanks for asking. I actually, I now that I look at it, it's been a journey, but it's been an amazing journey. It's a story that we can tell.
That is so beautiful. I've never heard the whole story like that from you, Maheen. Like I know about you, but I didn't know how you got here. So that's incredible. I love it so much. And just really, really quickly on mine. Yeah, so basically I remember years ago even I always like wanted to have more involvement in the arts, and just kind of naturally I've always had some creative or artistic outlet. But I'm from not like a small town. I guess it's medium, but people here are just not culturally versed, so it wasn't like considered a real profession, to like be an artist and stuff like that. So I always like ended up doing other avenues of work. One time I was a branding photographer, but I couldn't afford anything. So when I heard about Nifty Dreams and I met Kelly and Nick at NFT NYC, I was like, this is so awesome. Like it's representation for people that have this vision for their life that, I mean, it's a desire that's so understandable and like there needs to be a solution, right? There needs to be a solution for this. So I had never seen anything like it before, and it just kind of spoke to me for my past, my experiences, and really appreciate the leadership and just like the minds that are brought together here. So awesome. So we're getting a couple questions that are just a little bit more about the details. So, hi, Nick. I have 2 Dreamers passes. I bought one and won the second from a contest. Both are for 1 year. How do I get the benefit from the
I
second
think we
pass?
answered this one already.
Did we answer that one?
Yeah.
Okay. It was asked a couple times, so it's like, now I'm getting lost. Okay. Awesome. So another question that we have here is I have 5 passes and I have 5 squares and percentage of artwork. So I think she's asking if you have like multiple passes, if you get multiple squares.
Yeah. So if you have 5 passes, yep, you get 5 squares, you know. And what if we let you choose the squares? And what if you then create a composite image? Oh my God. Think about that. Yeah. So if you have multiple passes, we'll let you pick multiple squares on the grid. And, you know, maybe you can create a composite artwork and you split it up into 4 pieces or 5 pieces. Well, it would have to be an even number. And yeah, you get the share. See, this is the beauty of decentralization and about smart contracts, etc. There's no ambiguity. It's very clear. If you have a square, you get the money for it. You get to put the artwork for it. And that's it. It's that simple. No ifs, ands, or buts.
I love it.
It looks so cool if we have a theme going on like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's her work, and that would look so
exactly
cool, right?
Yeah.
So
you get a bigger share of the canvas, you know, if you have more passes to drop it. Yeah.
So going right along and how we were talking about the collaborative spirit of the DAO, I really love this question. Would like to know if there are ways for artists to skill share among the DAO. Would there be channels assigned for this in the future?
Well, Dom, who is our Discord lead, looks like we need to create channels. This is a brilliant idea. I love it. It's an excellent idea. So yes, the answer is yes. As of this moment, Sarfraz, you have created skill-based channels in the DAO Discord. It's happening today.
Yep, consider it done. We have an entire Discord team that can start on that today. So that's awesome.
Love it.
Okay, amazing. So, okay, did we answer question? Will creators be able to change the content in case of a secondary sale of the Access Pass? I believe that's talking about for the Squares collaboration.
Oh, for again, we go back to decentralization. There's only one owner at any given time. So if you are going to sell your Dreamer Pass and the editing of the canvas is still available, guess what? Whoever you sold it to will go and replace your work. So don't sell your pass if you intend to have your artwork in the canvas. This is not a centralized system, folks. This is not like Google or Facebook or whatever. Owning that pass, having it in your wallet, is the only way you can guarantee that you will get whatever benefits, etc., are accrued to it. So don't give it up.
Yeah, that's an awesome question. Mm-hmm.
I want to bring a funny question because Nakul is asking, what's the secret ingredient of your chai for this energy, dedication, and passion for all of us and for our dreams? This is cute.
It's very simple. The answer to that is very simple. It is not an ingredient that you can buy. It is your love, your passion, and your responsiveness to whatever I give. I draw my energy from the love that I get from you. You cannot bundle that up. You cannot package that up.
I remember something you said in a space once. You said that I can help you learn, I can help you, I can build with you, I can walk with you, but I cannot help you be passionate about something that comes from within. I remember that part, and that was like, that hit me. That, you know, there are some people who are just passionate, and then there are some people who are not. And like, we're there to help you all if you're passionate. And you know, like, one thing that I'm loving here is that in a lot of comments, like, people are referring this DAO as we, because that is what we need to start doing. This is our DAO. We're building it together. Just take ownership. Just be like, it's our DAO. And we would love that more. All right, back to you, Eddie.
I love it. That is such a cute question. Thank you for asking. Okay. So this is talking about like the flip side of the 10,000 squares. So absolutely love this idea. I have a question that there are some people who mint more than one pass, then how will that fill the canvas with 10,000 unique people? I think this is a good question too, because if people have more than one pass and they're getting more than one square, then that would actually be like more than 10,000 squares.
Yeah, we know that. I mean, that's also what Theo's question was about, right? Like our goal, and this is why we constrained it to like 5. So at the most, there'll be 2,000, but it's going to be more than that because not everyone's buying 5, right? So our goal is to eventually have 10K people, because eventually we feel like people will spread the love, hand those passes off to other people. Maybe those passes, those NFTs have greater value and they might use those, they might sell them, etc. But right now, yeah, it's possible. And this is what I was saying earlier. If you got 4 of them, make a larger space on the canvas for yourself, make a composite, a mosaic of yourself, and use it. So yeah, that's
Amazing.
And keep in mind, this is an important point. I always try and make it. The Dreamer NFTs are optional and additional benefits to artists. The DAO consists of every artist in the world, whoever wants to be in there, for free, for no cost. We're getting started right now, and we need to sell these NFTs. So all the programs you see are geared towards dreamers. This is a natural business decision any sane person would make. But it's not going to be how we are going to continue to conduct business. Our opportunities are available to everybody because we want to help people in developed countries, people in developing countries, people in villages, people in rural areas. We want to help every artist, right? So this 10K number is just the voters, who are voting. And if it ends up being like, okay, it's 5K because everyone got 2 passes, then so be it. But they are speaking for a majority of artists. And I think that's a good sample size. Like if you can get 5K artists speaking and making decisions, that's a pretty damn good sample size, I would say.
Absolutely. Okay, we're talking about a lot of technical details, so now I need to bring up this question. We have some concern from the audience. Nick, are you getting enough sleep?
Yeah, so I get my 4 hours, so I'm good.
Okay.
I mean, it's funny, Eddie, because I used to be concerned about that, but then I saw that how he's good with that, and I was like, okay, he can survive with 4 hours of sleep.
I don't need I don't need sleep in one chunk. I'm very good at power naps, which I do during the day, etc. 15 minutes and I'm basically recharged completely, and that's a super secret. Like if you want to really take a power nap for 15 minutes and you'll be amazed at how incredibly energized you'll be afterward.
Yeah, that's so true. I love it. Okay, here's a great question. Will the DAO work with brands that buy and license artwork from artists for their brand, like not buy the NFTs, but also license them for exclusive branding marketing, like a trade market?
Yeah, what a wonderful question. That's our business model. So this is a great question. You have to start thinking about NFTs slightly differently. In the marketplace world, you're minting first and asking questions later. Marketing, after that. We are creating a business model where minting happens at the point of sale. So your artwork goes through a process, goes through licensing, goes through application on a personalized, whatever that might be. It might be a garment, it might be a purse, it might be a computer cover, it might be a curtain, it might be a bed sheet, it might be a shoe, it might be whatever, right? And at the point when the customer makes the purchase, that's when we mint the NFT. So the mint is not for your art itself. The mint is for the finished product, including your art, So yeah, so we would definitely get into all kinds of brand marketing partnerships. That's the whole point. Adidas has done it. Nike has done it. Basie, Bored Ape Yacht Club is doing it. And we're going to do it at scale for thousands and thousands of artists. This is the existence of this defines the existence of the DAO. We will be successful in this because in order to do these kind of deals, you need an organization. People are big companies, big brands are not going to do this with an individual artist unless they are already super famous and super accomplished, so you need a DAO.
Great.
Eddie, can you give me a minute because I really want to address Mally's question. I know it's very basic,
Okay.
but there's some people who are joining us for the first time, and she's asking that you've mentioned that make sure to mint your Dreamers Pass. I'm a bit confused now. I have a Dreamer Pass. How should I mint them? So I think she made it to the list, but she didn't mint it, right? Like there's so many people who didn't mint them. So Nick, do you want to say something about that?
Yeah. So prior to us doing the drop for the Dreamer Mint Pass, we had a pre-mint registration website. Over 5,000 of you signed up for that, but a vast majority of you haven't minted your pass yet. That pre-mint site, guys, was a waiting list. That's all it was, a waiting list to be able to get in front. If you didn't take advantage of getting in front and mint, then that's gone now. That opportunity is gone, but you haven't lost out on anything because there's still Dreamer NFTs available, right? So I would put the pre-mint site out of your head. That at this point has now achieved nothing. If you want to mint and have a Dreamer Mint Pass, you got to go to niftyd.io/mint and actually mint one. But the question she asked actually was about the next step, I believe, Mahin, and I'm going to cover that also. So a mint pass, as it suggests, is a pass that allows you to get the actual Dreamer NFT. We are still working through the mechanics of how we will on-chain, through a smart contract, communicate your benefits to you. We are working on the airdrop of tokens. We are working on how delegation works. Those are complicated things. We did not want to rush into getting those done and quickly into a contract because a contract is forever. A smart contract on the blockchain is forever. No changes afterward. So, but we wanted to get the DAO going, right? Hence the Mint Pass. Think of the Mint Pass as a voucher, all right? On October 1st, you're going to be able to take that voucher, hand it in, and get the actual Dreamer NFT. That is the real NFT that will be ready on October 1. So that's basically it. Until then, though, we are acting as if the Mint Pass is the Dreamer NFT. Like all the programs you saw, we don't want to wait 30 days, Yeah, so that Mint Pass that Mahin is showing, we don't want to wait 30 days for you to prove that you are going to, in fact, use your voucher and get the real NFT. We are like, let's go right now, But ultimately, on October 1st and forward, you're going to have a Dreamer NFT, and that is your real NFT. The pass is a voucher.
Yes, excellent question. Thank you so much for the clarification, Nick. We have this question from me, Mega. How will the bonus Nifty token and stacking work if Dreamer Pass was gifted by someone else the same day it was transferred after minting?
I think they meant staking, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing, guys. You have to remember one thing. Everything about these tokens, NFTs, etc., it's based upon the time of something happening. Who is owning it? If you have that clarity in your mind, all these questions, they are answered immediately. Who has the Mint Pass in their wallet at the time we do the airdrop? Who has the wallet, the NFT in their wallet when it's time to turn it in and get an NFT, right? The Dreamer NFT. That's how it works. So the bonus NFT tokens go to the account that has that Dreamer Mint Pass in their account. So I take that back. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I misspoke there. The bonus tokens go to the buyer of that Mint Pass. Now, if you've sold that Mint Pass after that, then you will not be able to get any further benefits, but you will get those tokens because we're going to look at who purchased that Mint Pass.
Excellent. Thank you so much for clarifying that as well. So here's another great question. Nick, if For example, art costs 0.5 ETH. Can there be several buyers so that they can divide the amount and have owner rights also distributed? Is such a thing possible on blockchain?
Yeah, so this is a generic blockchain question. It has nothing to do, I think, with this. But yeah, smart contracts are programming code. You can get a developer to write rules and do whatever you want. So, in fact, what you're talking about here is called fractionalization of art, and that has happened. You can fractionalize it. So, like if you want to go and buy a Bored Ape, you can create a DAO, and you can say that, okay, let's have 10,000 of us own a Bored Ape, and so you can fractionalize the cost of it like that. But yes.
Excellent, thank you. This is a great question from Kafil. How can we make the DAO inclusive for artists with physical disabilities? We have done that for various languages, but still the mediums we use to interact are difficult for many to participate.
Yeah, diversity is a core value of our DAO, and that means diversity in every way, and making sure that people of all abilities, all cultures, all languages are represented. It is early days right now. We have a really small team working on this drop, but as we open up the DAO and get the guilds going and get the teams going, I surely want to have a team there that is focused on diversity, and that includes all diversity in all its forms. So thank you, Kafil. You are a great supporter, and I really value your suggestion and input on this. And I hope maybe you'll be the one who leads that effort.
Yeah, and we've also had another question about this just in DMs, Kafil. So you're not alone. It's something that we're brainstorming. I hope to have. If anyone knows sign language, I would love to have a sign language interpretation. That was a great suggestion that I got, because right now we just have the subtitles. But yeah, if any of you want
so there is a deaf artist collective, so we can reach out to them.
Yeah. So we are currently working on that. Okay, awesome. So hi, Nick. Clarity on art consigned to the DAO and what the process will be once accepted by the DAO. So this is a little bit more in the future, but if you wanted to comment on that, Nick.
Yeah, what I'll do is commit to this. Come to the town hall next Wednesday, and we will have a topic on consignment, and we will go through it, and we'll answer all your questions then. But I'll give you the Cliff Notes version of it. You essentially will submit your artwork to the DAO. No minting, no NFTs, your artwork to the DAO. The DAO will accept that, and we will have a curation team that will then decide where it goes. And first of all, we'll decide if we accept it, because we don't want to accept, copies, forgeries, scammers, all that kind of stuff. We'll filter all that out. But then it goes into a pool. That pool is available for any project we have, any deal we make with any brands, any retail companies, etc. And then the funds for that go back to the artist. And I said, you have to start thinking about NFTs as mint last, not mint first. So mint at the point where the customer buys the NFT, not at the point where you deliver it to the DAO. But next week we will do this at the town hall.
Yeah, so things are moving along quite quickly. Actually, we have incredible information progress in every town hall, so definitely feel free to join that. Here's a great question about tokenomics. So will staking give us loss in our number of tokens? Is there a risk of the value of tokens decreasing during the time of the token being staked, essentially?
All right, let me read the question the way I read it. Will staking give us huge benefit in our number of tokens? Is there a huge benefit that's going to accrue to us as the value of the token will increase during the time the token is staked? That's how optimistic me reads it. So yeah, just it's a token, right? It's staked. You cannot, staking means it's locked. You cannot move it. So in that time, the value can increase substantially, or the value can decrease, or it can stay the same. That is how staking works. The market determines that, not us. What we can do is control the actions of the DAO in making sure we are doing things that are positive, accruing value, accruing benefits to people. And so that will cause the token to appreciate in value.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great question. I think sometimes people are just coming in, learning about how tokens work, learning about how the DAO operates. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and actually this might be a point in time here, Addie, to quickly segue into our staking discussion real quick. Yeah, you might just do a quick pass at it and then take some more questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let me share my screen, and you can take it away from there. So I did this at the founders town hall the other day, but not everyone was who's here, I think, was present. So this is a good way for them to get an idea of staking.
Yes, so this is really exciting. Staking income for artists. This is essentially like investing in stocks, except staking is utilizing ETH 2.0 and can create an ongoing income for you guys. So you want to go to the next slide there, Nick? So here we have our dreamer, and she has gone ahead and minted the Nifty Dreams Mint Pass at niftyD.io/mint. Next. So that has created a pool of funds, which is the treasury for the Nifty D tokens. Those are the little tokens in that treasury box. Go to the next one. So the tokens are then airdropped. The tokens are locked for a year, and they're vested hourly for 2 years. So those are locked. They can't be used at that time because they're being invested.
Yeah, point of detail there. It's 870 tokens per pass, unless you got in on any of the bonuses that we have, in which case it's way more than 870.
Yes, that's correct. We have certain time frames. If you minted within that time frame, then you got extra tokens. Otherwise, it's 870 per mint. And we'll go to the next.
Oh,
All right.
Staking reserve. Yeah.
So here we have from the treasury, we moved some of the tokens into the staking reserve. In the staking pool, the locked tokens are auto staked.
Yeah. So just to explain this a little bit here, the treasury has of 1 billion tokens to start off with. 500 million of those are going to be used now in season 0 as we are building it up, distributing all these tokens. 500 million are in reserve. Out of the initial 500 million, some of them are going to be pulled out into that staking reserve. And as tokens are airdropped to you guys, because they are locked, you can't do much with them, right? I mean, they are in your wallet. What we wanted to do was give you a benefit even while they are locked. And that's what we are doing is auto staking those into the staking pool. Ordinarily, the decision would be yours. I want to stake or not to stake. In this case, we are making the decision for you, because why would you not want to stake and earn income from tokens which are locked and you can't do anything with them anyway, right? So that's auto staking.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for clarifying that and going through this with you guys, because this is like a lot of information. So essentially then staking the tokens will have an earned interest amount that will be available for use as the tokens are unlocked. And the earned unlocked tokens hourly. Can you explain that part, Nick?
Yeah. So the whole point of this model here is to create income for you. You know, this is passive income. So by having a Dreamer NFT, you're going to get tokens. Those tokens are going to be auto staked for you, and they're going to generate income for you. The tokens you get as income, those are unlocked. You can do whatever you want to with them. And the DAO is committed to providing $500,000 of liquidity once we've raised that capital. So those tokens can be swapped on Uniswap or other. Well, Uniswap is what we're going to do, but other people might decide to create, liquidity on other exchanges. So I know I said a lot of jargon here, but basically think about it this way: you buy a pass, you're going to start getting tokens in your wallet periodically for the foreseeable future. Those tokens, you can hold on to them, you can stake them again to compound the staking, or you can go and sell them on Uniswap. So without doing anything, just by having a Dreamer NFT, you're going to create income.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
When you go to the third step, that is the staking reserve, like what are we calling that reserve? Like where is it going? I'm kind of confused about
So Adi Mahin, in the spirit of transparency, I want to point out that you guys are also artists, and you have as many questions about tokenomics as everyone in the audience does. So I appreciate that. So think of the staking reserve as set aside. Like, let's say that you want to buy a car. From every paycheck, you're going to set aside a certain amount until it builds up, right? So just like that, the DAO treasury is going to say that, hey, we are going to set aside, and I don't want to put a number because then people will say, use that number, X percentage of tokens. That's us taking reserve. We won't touch those because those are reserved for the income for stakers. That's all it means, is move the funds out of the primary treasury into a bucket that is reserved. We won't touch that because that's the income for artists.
I get it. All right, I get it. Like I put my money in leisure, like ETH in leisure, because I don't want, like, I just am keeping it separately because I don't want to use it. So something like that.
It's allocated funds for certain goal. You won't touch it at all. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for your question, Maheen. That was awesome. And if you guys have any questions, definitely keep commenting. But our goal is essentially to create an ongoing passive stream of income. So that way you guys can just focus on your art, and we're utilizing the blockchain, we're utilizing the power of technology to do that. So that's the main point. Even if you still have questions about tokenomics, we're all learning together.
So Addie, I saw this cool question. If you don't mind, I just popped it up there because it's a really good question.
Yeah, so this is an excellent question. Why will the NFT passes expire in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years? What's the logic behind it, and how that expiration will materialize? You lose the tokens by votes or NFTs?
Yeah. So one of the important things for everyone to know, that DAOs are new. They're still evolving. The technology, the governance, etc. These rules are being made. What I did was I observed what other DAOs are doing and what was working and what was not. A lot of DAOs that use the number of tokens you have as votes are not doing very well, because whales, investors with a lot of money, buy a lot of tokens and then they control the DAO. We don't want that, right? So this is why the structure of this DAO is such that in no scenario can non-artists essentially take over the DAO. This is why we have the dreamers, etc. We've got the dreamer NFTs. There's 10,000 of them. The benefactors are going to be 2,605. There's no way that they can make decisions. So why is the NFT duration? Well, we also don't want someone who is not actively participating in the DAO to hold an NFT and just do nothing with it. We want people who are interested in participating in the DAO, actively voting, etc. Voter apathy is a problem in real life, and voter apathy should not be a problem in the DAO. So the expiration is a way for us to keep the Dreamer membership fresh and keep it circulating. If you're bored with it, hopefully you'll never be, because we're going to be doing exciting things. Addie and Maheen are going to ensure of that. But we don't want you to be like there just for no reason, right? So by making them expire, you can accrue benefits, you can experience the DAO, and then maybe your career, you had a different idea or whatever, you can go on. So how will that expiration materialize? Well, on the 11th month, just a month before it's about to expire, we will start promoting renewals, a renewal period that's available only to the current holders. So you're going to have 30 days in which you can essentially hit the renew button and get the new pass. What will the pass cost? I don't know. You tell me, because the dreamers are going to vote on what that new price will be. Like, you make that decision. I don't. So in that 30-day window, if you renew your pass, then it just goes on. Life goes on. You have your pass. But if you don't renew your pass, then what you have is an expired Dreamer NFT. It has all your record with it, right? Your votes, whatever you did, whatever you earned, any benefits that are available to you even after that is expired, you'll still have. But any benefits that are not available to you after it's expired, they'll be cut off. So there are finite 10,000 of these dreamers available at any time, right? So if you have let your pass expire, boop, I like that sound effect, I'm sorry. A new slot opens up and someone else can come and grab a new Dreamer NFT from the contract. And that's it. That's how it works. So just think of it almost like credit cards, if you will, but not quite. I mean, it has credit cards have renewals, etc., but it doesn't have this swappable kind of, not this swappable, this expiration kind of logic. But yeah, so if you let your pass expire, then someone else will have the ability to grab it to grab a new pass, not yours. Yours is expired. You still hold it, but it's expired.
Yeah, that was an excellent question. And to all of you who are asking questions, if your question has been addressed, then please go ahead and drop your Twitter handle in the comments. We'll go ahead to this question from Mark. This is great. What can we do as a community to prevent any bad actors that come in and acquire a huge number of NFTs and centralize the control of the project?
Yeah. So decentralization comes with its risks, right? And we cannot tinker with voting if it's fungible token based. If it was based on NFTD tokens, we can't say, okay, we're going to take away your money or whatever. You can't do that, right? But because they're NFTs, the DAO as a whole, with a very high threshold for voting, like I would say 99% or whatever, or 95% or something like that, could vote to make that NFT that's a bad actor essentially, on a bad list. So they could be prevented. That's the beauty of having separate governance NFTs from money, from fungible tokens. So the bad actor can keep their money and do whatever they want to with it, but we may be, as a DAO, through our contract, be able to prevent and mark that as a non-votable NFT. Again, in the spirit of decentralized ethos, that is an extreme measure. I would not want anyone to live with that risk that, oh gosh, I could have my NFT blocked at any time. And so, but it is a DAO. You have to play by the rules. And if the DAO membership as a whole votes to say that your Dreamer NFT is, you're doing bad things and we don't want you in the DAO anymore, guess what? We can contractually make that happen. We are the DAO, right? All of us together. But I would hope that it would be a huge majority of people that would have to vote for that to happen, because the threshold needs to be high.
Absolutely.
It's like criminals cannot vote, right? Like, you've lost the right to vote in an election. So similarly, we can make the rule that says, hey, if you're a bad person, we won't let you vote.
Yeah. So thank you for thinking along the terms of the DAO, Mark. I really appreciate that question. And this is another great.
Before we go to the next question, I quickly want to say the people who are joining in right now, we're basically reading questions because we'll be announcing 3 winners at the end. So if you're joining in right now, just ask the right question and we'll just pin it up and just try to answer that question, and you might as well win. So yeah, good luck. Sorry, Eddie, go ahead.
No, awesome. Yeah, we're going to be doing a live art buying from 3 artists here today after the questions. So feel free to drop your questions. The cap on that is 0.5 ETH. All right, so going back to this question, in the spirit of collaboration, my question is, aside from requesting for grants, could one request for artists in the Nifty Dreams DAO to help them with an ongoing project and the DAO provides it?
If I understand correctly, there's multiple ways in which the DAO will help you. We'll have resources, marketing, sales, product development, etc. Those will be available to you. But the DAO is our goal is to have as few rules as possible. So when you're part of that community, if you want to create something, create a project, etc., we are there to support you. Anything we see that aligns with the mission of the DAO, we're going to support. So if you're going to put together a bunch of artists and say that, hey, we want to launch an initiative to help, let's say, disabled artists, for example, like, hey, we'll be behind you. We will support you. We will provide resources, because the phrase alignment with our mission is important there. If you want to create something that is, strictly about profit for yourself, for example, if it doesn't align with our mission, we're probably not going to support it. But if it's aligned with the mission of the DAO, we are looking for that. We encourage that. We support that. We want that. So yes, we celebrate that and we will support it.
Yeah, thank you so much for that question. I love this one too. You guys asked such amazing questions. So this one is, how can we make the DAO inclusive for artists? Oh, sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. Wait, here we go. Okay, we already answered the disabilities one. So what do you want from us artists so we can take the dream alive for years and take it further to the destination so that people don't give up in the middle of the journey?
Yeah, my vision for this DAO, my planning around it is for 100 years. I know I'm not going to be around for 100 years, but maybe I don't know. There is technology now, but that's how I'm thinking of it. I expect fully that there's going to be lots of leaders that we are going to nurture in this ecosystem. They are young people, full of fire, full of excitement for the future, who want to see the world, respect artists, who want to see a kind of gentler world through art. And I feel like they'll carry on this mantle forever. And I don't think there's going to be any shortage of people motivating each other. We are already seeing that, and I am very confident that we will continue that. Now that's sort of community, right? But what can the DAO do? Well, one of the things that really gets people um, sort of lost in the middle of the journey is resources. And I think of those resources as multiple kinds. There's capital resources. Obviously, money is important. The grants takes care of that. There are educational resources. The DAO is going to take care of that, right? We are going to have workshops just like the one we have tomorrow, etc., to help you out. But there's the third kind, and my dear friend Maheen here is an expert on that, is we want to look at well-being also. So we will certainly have resources in the DAO that speak to your health, your well-being, your mental health, wellness. And Maheen, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Nick, do you not wanna like share the screen because it's distracting, I think, for a lot
Oh,
of
yeah, yeah, yeah.
people. Let's not, yeah, share the screen. Okay. Um, I think I started hosting these mental wellness spaces, and I basically I'm not a professional by any means. I'm not a counselor or a psychiatrist, but I did some research and I found out that you don't have to be one. You just need to be an advocate, and you need to create a safe space where people can talk to you, because like the idea did not come to me like that. The idea came in a way that like I said, I joined the NFT space, and my first idea was to basically create a community, strong community, right? And then we were doing great, we were making sales. Our art was received very well by the audience, but there came a time, that we were not making sales, and couple of people in my community were kind of not responding, and I understood the problem, and I was like, you know what, the spaces that I'm hosting or the other people are hosting, it only talks about art, right? And we are humans first, like we need to know each other first, right? Like what's happening, like why are people disappearing? This was the first wave. Right now we're going through the second wave of the burnout, like the bear market, sorry. So I created a space with for my community members. We call ourselves NFT hustlers. So I created the space, and I was like, you know what, we're not going to talk about art, we're going to talk about you. So let me start. I took the hit. I was like, you know, I'll talk about what I'm going through, right? And then there was this domino effect in the room where everyone started talking, because I think we could establish this trust. We could establish this thing that we can talk to each other and we are friends. And what that did was, like, I got to know these artists in a different way, and that helped me connect with them. That is more important than, I think, just seeing their art and saying, oh, this is the person with amazing art that looks really great on the screen. I think it became more than that. It became about, connections. Became more about, we can trust each other and share with each other. And then we had doctors in our panels, we had psychiatrists in our panels, we have professionals in our panels that were helping each other out. So basically, what I did was, like, I created a safe space. I know that Timoya here, she does the same thing. She's also, I've spoken to her. She's been in my spaces, couple of spaces too. And these spaces go on for hours and hours because it's helping others. Like Ashu, who's here right now, he hosts these spaces as well. So like, I found some amazing gems in the space because we were talking about mental wellness, mental health, and also, like, it's not only about like, I'm suffering from this and that. It's also about how can I improve, like how can I improve my confidence, how can I find my anchor, right? How can I, what can I do? Like, you find yourself, and when you find yourself, you would know what kind of artist you are, what you would want to do. Like, you find that clarity, which is really important as an artist, as a human being, as anything, I would say. So these mental wellness spaces, I really feel really attached to them. I host other spaces like, your journey is more important than your destination, so that you understand that, you need to enjoy the journey. And this mental wellness spaces is all about you finding yourself, right? So Nick, yeah, these two spaces have been, like, I would say, the trademark. And I don't know, so many people remember me by these spaces, and I was like, okay, maybe I did something, because Eddie, trust me, I used to get these long DMs, uh, and without any expectations, I used to get these long DMs that I've actually helped people. I've actually helped them heal. I've actually made them talk about, like, just talking about that topic help them heal. And I was like, wow, like, this is what I'm doing. And I used to tell my mom about this. I was like, do you know, like, I did this. So it was like a very, I mean, it was a great thing to do. I think I love doing that. I love helping people. I'm an empath, I would say, and we all are dreamers here, so we need to look out for each other in that way. So, like, I always say, my DMs are always open. If you want to talk to me about anything, it doesn't matter if you're a new artist, if you have 100 followers, it does not matter to me, as long as you're a good human being and you're just like, you're looking for help, right? That's my entire idea. And yeah, Nick, I don't know why you're making me speak about this, but because, yeah, because the people don't talk about these topics, but they're really important topics to talk about.
Yep. We have such a flood of questions, Addie. I don't know that we can take them all, but we will. Like, I think what we should do is go into the YouTube comments and get a bunch of those questions and put up an FAQ or something like that. But I think we need to switch to the buying part here. Otherwise, we won't have enough time left. You're
Yes,
muted. Yeah.
on for almost 1.5 hours, so we need to, yeah. And I quickly want to say hi to Ashu here. He's like, I love these spaces, mental health over everything. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. You're still muted, Addie.
I don't know how I got muted. So to all of you who have had a question answered, please drop your Twitter handle so we can check out your art and start the live buying.
Actually, if you can just put your link tree, it'll be faster.
Linktree, yep, that would work as well.
But actually, you know what? Twitter might be better because we do need to tweet them out, etc. So, yeah.
And then you want me to start an FAQ, you said?
Yeah, what we can do is later we can go to the YouTube comments and just grab them all and start picking those questions and create a DAO FAQ document where we can answer a lot of those. We can group them nicely, etc. So I don't know how we're gonna pick which 3 artists we're gonna select for buying. That's the tough one. I feel like did you write down the list of questions? Like can you
I have a list of questions, or I have a list of the people that asked questions, and Maheen and I have been chatting a little bit about that list, but if you'd like, I can share it with you as well, Nick.
No, I'm fine with you guys just deciding, because I'm going to select the artwork with your input, of course. So yeah, you can select the people.
Okay, awesome.
And yeah, so this is going to be fun.
Awesome. So Maheen, if you want to take a look at the list I sent you and then the handles that are being dropped.
Yeah, and I'll just share my screen and start going to the winners' Twitter profile and their gallery and all of that, and just do that. So here we go.
Yay! So MJ Dodraw, please drop your handle.
I've shared some handles on the private chat as well, Eddie, if you want to check.
Okay, who am I looking at first?
We have some handles on the private chat.
Oh, okay.
Are you able to see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So should I go from top to bottom here?
Yeah.
All right. So the one at 10:28 p.m. is the one I'm going to go first, right?
Maheen, did you want to help me pick out the best ones?
Yeah, I'm actually looking. I'm thinking about the questions as well because I
Okay.
remember a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
All
gonna
right.
text.
Okay.
So I think this was the first one. Yeah.
Let's do. Let's see.
Well, it's too late now. I have it shared on the screen.
Okay.
So
We're trying to
yes.
decide. Okay. Abdul. Okay.
All right. Let's go to his link tree. I don't know. Should I go OpenSea Foundation? Let's go Foundation or OpenSea. Let's go Foundation. Okay. There's some. Oh, look. I bought that one recently. Oh, why is it so slow loading? Oh, it's a video. That's why. Okay. What I typically do, and this is an insight into my buying process. So when I find someone who is says something interesting on Twitter, I go straight to their link tree and I go right click, open in new tab all their galleries, right? And then I scroll through them until I see something that catches my eye, and then I hit buy. That's what I do. I will generally ignore a link or a specific artwork someone has sent me because that's their preference that I buy. I want to buy something that's my preference, right? So yeah, so I'm gonna stick with Ethereum on this one. So do you guys see anything that catches your eye?
Ooh. I like that one of the astronaut.
This one? It's sold.
Oh, that's sold. Sad day.
Yeah,
I
you have three
the
options
first
here.
one. Oh, that's sold too. No, it's reserved. The first one with the tree is nice. Oh, this one is also nice. The green one. Wow, this is fun.
Which one?
I mean, I like this one.
Oh,
One that you're clicking on. That is also nice.
this the dog one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that one. Why is it
Lost in
not loading? Why is it not loading? Come on. Yeah, I have a problem
but
with there we go. Cool. uh I'm good with this one. Should I buy this one?
yeah, sure.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
beautiful.
you know what, look at this. This was minted on my birthday. It was meant to
Oh,
be.
look at this.
It was meant to be.
But Nick, this is such a fun thing to do. Like you buy art like this. Like I
I
wish I
did
could
this in
do that.
bursts. I do this in bursts all the time. I'll go and buy like 20 or 30 or so, and yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could do that.
Okay, boom, here we go.
Yay!
Hey.
Got the
And
first
then
art.
then I wait for the confetti, and I screenshot that, and then I tweet that out.
Okay, Abdul, like congratulations.
Congrats, Abdul. I don't know if we have everyone's handles. For the ones, what's
Like
that?
I'm just thinking that this is such an easy way of getting your work seen or sold or whatever because I've waited 3 hours in a chill space to talk about my work.
No, see, this is the thing, right? We value intellectual conversations. We value participation. We value community. We don't value shilling. Shilling is, I am allergic to it. It is on my block word. I don't see any tweet that has the word shill, shilling, shillingast, anything, any derivative of it, because I hate that word so much. So when we are talking about people elevating the community by participating in the discussion, that's something I respect and I want to celebrate that. This is taking a long time.
This is taking a long time. I don't even think I have the handles for the comments that were most impressive
Speed
or
this
for
up.
the questions.
Now, I think we need the handle for Sarfraz. If you can just share your handle because we really liked your question.
Yeah, we liked your question. Also, Jason Betzner, I don't have your handle. Alien Boys underscore, I don't have your handle. Mark Maroc, I don't have your handle.
I can
Bondu,
just search for them on Twitter and find them, right? Like if you know the names, I can find them
I mean,
real quick.
Mahin was trying to do that already.
Okay. Well,
Um,
this is but don't worry, I will make sure it goes through. Uh, so what do you do when you have this? Oh, there we go. I think it just went through. So the confetti is coming. As soon
Yay.
as Foundation wakes up to the fact that the transaction is already done on the blockchain.
Okay, that's Jason's.
Come on, confetti. This is my favorite part, is the confetti, and if I can do a screen grab while the confetti is still in motion. So I like to do that. Silly little things I like to do. It makes me happy. Wait, why is there no confetti yet? Come on already.
Oh my gosh,
I don't want to miss the confetti now. So, well, congratulations, editor Abdul, on your sale. Press F5 and it will show up. I don't have F5. Well, yeah, I am on a Mac and it's gonna turn off my microphone. I guess I could do function, but why F5 is not going to do anything until the event is seen, I don't think. So
while you're waiting for that, Nick, someone asked if the marketing workshop is recorded tomorrow.
Yeah, so this is done. This sale is complete. So I missed the celebration, but yeah, it's, I don't know, for whatever reason Foundation is not looking at that. I'll make sure I follow up on that, editor. Can someone make a list of the ones we are buying so I can tweet them and give them
I can
some
write that
airtime?
down. And
Okay.
guys, everyone's not supposed to be dropping their Twitter handles, only people that had their questions answered. So I went ahead and selected some that are in the private chat now for Nick to look at.
Okay, so I selected one before my my nice co-host picked the 3, so we'll make it 4 then. All right. So because this was a bonus, and so just to be fair, all right. So the next one here is Jason. Hello, Jason. All right, we are gonna go ahead and go to your link tree, and let's see. We have something on OpenSea. So, oops, why does it say look up here? Huh, all right, we'll click on it. So we can't get that one. You know why? Because I already own that one, I believe. Let me go see. I'm pretty sure I already own it.
I've seen this a lot actually. Yeah, on my timeline.
Yeah, there we go. I already own it, so I can't get that one.
Gosh.
But we can find other ones. Sold out. Lunar one. Okay, there we go. View in OpenSea. So we have a choice of 1. So what I do in situations like this is I go look at it and I go like, do I really like that? And at that point, I might start a dialogue with the artist saying like, look, I want to buy. I'm committed to buying something, but I haven't found an artwork that excites me yet. So let's go back and keep looking in Jason's thing. So he's got a few on object, but my Tezos wallet is currently empty, so it'll take us some time to reload it. And he's got some on Sloika. So let's do this. Jason, yeah, they're all sold out. So Jason, I'm gonna check out your work on object, and oh, what the heck, we can try and reload the wallet. We'll do that live. Yeah. Now, I don't want to do all of that live because this is going to be there forever. And if I make a mistake, I'm screwed. So I don't want to do that live. So Jason, I owe you a purchase. So you're going to, the lunar eclipse is nice. It's not my vibe though. I like an artwork that I want. So, but I really like what you had here, so I'm going to find something else of yours and I will collect it later. All right. So let's go to Surfers. Maybe it's a typo.
Let me see.
There we go. Got
There
it. Yep. All right. So let's go to his link tree and let's go to Foundation. All right. We've got a good selection to pick from.
Wow, those are so unique.
Yeah.
Very interactive too. Wow.
Who's this?
So there we go. I have this one.
Oh,
Oh my
that's
god,
awesome.
bought from
It's
every single
Cypress.
person.
Yeah, pretty much all the people who are active in the community at some point well, my goal is to get it, but I'm one person, I'm not scalable, and I don't have infinite wealth also, so it is limited in that regard. um, so I'll tell you, as I'm going through this, I'll also tell you something about my buying habits. I'll skip anything that has any variant of a Pepe anything, because the American Anti-Defamation League has ruled that as a racist symbol, and so a symbol of hate. I know the history behind it. I'm well educated upon it, but I just don't want anything Pepe related. I also don't want anything that has any. I try and avoid any kind of cryptocurrency symbol in it. It's just my preference. I don't care for Ethereum logos and all that in artwork. Uh, so that's just a personal preference of mine. But then, pretty much after that, most things are fair game. So, anything captures your attention, guys?
I let's see. I love the ones that are like spinning. The lotus flower, like wow.
This one,
Wait a second, the one right next to it.
this one,
Yes.
enduring
Enduring
essence.
essence. Wow.
Boom. Oh wow, that is kick ass. I love
Holy
it.
wow.
Should we get this one?
Yes, do
I
it.
like it. Let's do it.
Do you think so, Maheen?
I love it.
It's so, so cool.
Okay,
I mean, yeah,
done.
he's a great artist, or he or she. I don't know the person. Who's the person? Eddie.
It's
Sarfraz.
Saffraz.
Mm.
Saffraz Lascari. I'm saying
Let's
that
see if
right.
we get
Sorry if I butchered that.
if we
Really
can get
sorry.
the confetti here. Come on.
Okay, I'm gonna take a.
I get this fairly consistently, so I don't know why it doesn't happen when I'm live.
Your computer is over it.
So if Addy and Maheen agree to this, right? We are here to support artists. I had budgeted 3 artists at 1.5 ETH total. I think we keep going until we hit 1.5 ETH.
Oh my gosh, that's fun.
Is
Should
that
I
cool?
put
We have a
more?
meeting in 9 minutes, but we can tell people our meeting is delayed and they should come join our live Nifty Dreams art buy instead. And everyone, go tweet that Nifty Dreams DAO is live buying art right now, and they should participate in there. So one thing I want to make sure is that you're verifying that these are dreamers, because the deal is that it's dreamers, and I know Sarfraz is, I know Jason is, so I think we are good, and I know Abdul is also, so we are good so far. Okay, good. So what's next?
So we have
Oh yeah,
bond Q day.
yeah.
But for continuing to buy, I mean, we don't have a ton of people that have their questions answered, but should we go through those first if I can get their handles and then open
Yeah,
it
yeah.
up?
Well, let's
Yes.
ask the community, should we continue to go beyond 3, or should we wait and stop?
Also,
What
I'm getting a question, Nick. Will the workshop tomorrow be recorded for dreamers to watch later?
Yes.
Okay. It will be recorded, you guys.
Okay.
All
So let's
right.
do because it's unfair for people who are joining in. Uh, I mean, if you're joining in right now and you have a really great question, just pin your
Oh no,
comment.
the questions would have had to be from the prior set. We are just going through the
Okay,
buying right now.
okay.
Yeah.
Question part is done. Bandu.
Yeah. So here's another buying thing. Okay, I will buy. I try and maximize in any buying session the number of artists that I can support. But sometimes I'll go and I'll find something exceptional, and then I'll pay whatever it is. So generally, I'll try and keep my spend below zero point 0.5 per artwork. I try and identify that, but I have purchased for as much as 3, even more for some artworks. So let me see if we can find something that is more within sort of the Well, wait a minute. Here we go. Series. Oh, and unless I have absolutely just amazing attraction to an artwork, uh if it's in a an edition, I won't get it. I just want one of ones. That's my thing. Like I have PFPs, yes, I got a bunch of them, but editions are my last resort. If I cannot find anything for that artist, I'm like, all right, fine, I'll get an edition, but I try and avoid those as much as possible. I have nothing against them. I think it's great. It's just me personally, I don't collect editions too much. Okay, so these are good. Any of these that appeal to you guys?
Oh, wow. I think the one with the moon is cool.
Is that
Oh,
this
that's a
top
hard
center?
choice.
This
Yeah,
one?
that's a hard choice.
Moonland.
Maheen, what do you think?
We can look at all of them.
Yeah, let's look at all of them. It's also
I'll also wait. This is Sloika, so I don't know what will happen when I click buy.
no, it's very simple. It's very simple.
It'll let me connect my wallet, right? Okay, cool. The other thing is the amount of time we are taking here for a decision. I would not have taken that long. My decision time frame is usually 5 seconds or less.
Yeah, we were a little delayed because we were trying to find the people on Twitter.
No. I'm just kind of. I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm just saying I'm talking about my collecting. What is it? Approach as I'm going through this, so people have some insight into it.
Take notes, you guys. Take notes on what a collector is looking for and thinking when buying art.
Yeah,
important thing to realize.
This is not thinking that much. He's just like quickly buying.
So you guys want to say something? Like which one? Anyone? I really like monochrome. They are kind of cool. Mm-hmm. So Addie, you like the moon one?
Yeah, I think the moon one's beautiful.
Why won't it load? Come on, load up. It's not loading up anymore. I don't know why. Ah, there you go. Wait, is that the moon one? No, it was called moon something. There, this one. I'm good with that. Maheen, what do you think?
I like it. I mean, Eddie said it, so it's good. Also, if you see that Nifty Dream is supporting you as an artist, and you have maybe, I know you have a Dreamers Mint Pass, right? But get some for your friends who cannot afford. That is something I would do. Like I would definitely invest back to the community a little, not all of it. But Bandhu, congratulations.
Yay!
It's also one of
congratulations.
Done. Rohan's question was answered. Please check his unique name, Rohan Ganapati. Yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, Teo's questions were answered. We need to check Teo also.
In the private chat, we have a list of like.
Great, perfect. All right. Yep, we're going to go through that. Sorry. I don't mean to mess things up here.
No.
I'm not following protocol. I'm in buying mode and I have no protocol. Then I just go nuts.
Just getting excited, you guys.
Yes, I do get excited. I get excited very easily. All right, let's go, Teo. This is exciting for artists also to see their art being purchased in real time, live, right? I mean, I think it's cool.
Yeah, and I have to say this about Tamoya. Like she's one of our favorites because she's so consistent. She's everywhere. She's so responsive. Always spreading positivity. So we love that about her. And
she's got a lot of collections. So let's just pop open each of them here first. Wait. Okay.
Make it difficult for us, huh? Do you want to comment, Tamoya, which one we should look at?
We got that open already.
Tamoya's like, oh my god, that's her comment right now. Maybe the blue ocean, she's saying.
Where's the blue ocean?
Where is it? Like, you have to be a little bit more specific.
I found it.
Okay, we'll look at it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I like this one.
Wow. That is amazing.
Life might be red or blue. This is we talked about this. We talked about
Yeah.
this in a space at one point. So I like this. Done. Done. Yes. Go.
Do it. Let's
Do it.
go. Raheen, check your messages, okay?
I'm all over the place. I'm tweeting about this. I'm just
I know, I'm trying to keep up here.
Done.
Yay,
Woo-hoo.
congratulations.
I'm gonna do a tweet thread right after this with everything we have purchased in this session. Congratulations.
Aww.
All right, next one coming up.
Should we have our congratulations music ready, like just to hype it up a little?
Well, go for it. I'm doing the hard work here, so you do some of the other hard work.
No, I'm all over. I'm kind of like promoting this on Twitter right now. But all of you who are listening to us right now, it's also your responsibility to just talk about it on Twitter.
How's that?
It is already
Okay.
good. I'm the DJ for this.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. I like that the Nifty Dreams Pass is the first one there.
Mhm.
Nice.
All right.
Let's go.
So anything that grabs your attention?
Ooh, Beauty at the Waterfall.
I like this one with the
Dragon Queen is also cool. Which one do you like, Maheen?
space one. I know Nick likes
This is
space
from the
stuff.
contest, I believe. This is from
Oh, is it? Wow.
maybe it's not. Yeah, it was from the contest.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
look at
it was-
the other one. Nice too.
I like this
I
one.
like- Okay.
This is the mother of Dragon Queen,
Wow, that's beautiful.
mother of dragons.
That's cute.
How-
Who's the artist again? Alien
This is
Boy.
Alien Boys. Yeah.
What is his name?
Alien
Boys
Boys,
like-
what's your name?
We love you. We don't want
Oh.
you.
I hope those are tears of joy.
I think they are tears of joy, aren't they?
Yeah.
But like,
What do you guys think of
gotta-
this one? Yeah. Should we go with the
I
Dragon
like
Queen?
it. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
All right. Boom.
Yay! There it is. Congratulations.
Okay.
And to
Screenshot
answer
that.
the questions in the comments, we are doing an art buying of people who asked great questions in our DAO Townhall today. So those would be the eligible applicants for this.
I like the music. We can crank it up a bit more. Let's do
Pick
it.
it up. Okay.
Yeah. Whoa! Look at this. This is awesome.
Oh, I see this.
Wow.
I see. Oh, this guy was there talking about it in his face. I remember this.
That is incredible. And who had this one? Who made this?
This is People Art NFT.
Oh, nice.
He was in our space, Nick, and he spoke about this. I remember this.
Yeah?
I remember that as well. Yeah.
So what do you guys think? This one or the other one?
I like this one.
Yeah, that one's
Let me
awesome.
also look on Foundation on OpenSea. Look at me with them. Got a few. I really like that one. I like this one, and if you guys are on for it, then I'll go for it.
Let's do it.
Bam.
Let's go.
Foundation is so slow compared to OpenSea.
All right. But for those who just joined us right now and they don't know what the timing are, find from the ones who actually are really good.
Hard to hear you, Maheen.
That's not 2 hours. They stay with us.
So how much do you think we have left? How much did we buy?
That's a
this
good
is-
question.
Is it 4?
Yay, Confetti. Yeah, how much do you have left
So
to
we have
buy?
0.48, but I had loaded it up way beyond 1.5. So I think, see, do we have one more? Yes, let's do one more and cap it there because we had said three and we have bought what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But this is typical of me. I'm just really bad with numbers. I'm really bad with numbers. But here you
Session
go.
has
Those are in my collection here now, guys. Bam.
Nick. We can do that later as well. You don't have to. Yeah. Someone needs to stop Nick.
People, why should someone stop me? If I'm contributing to the well-being of our community, then why stop?
Let's
I have
go.
a number of Martin's pieces and they're all amazing. So let's get something. I don't believe I have.
Ooh,
Uh,
wow.
there's
Oh my
he's got some
goodness.
amazing pieces. So now our budget is constrained by what's left in the wallet. All right. So let's see. I think I have Cliffscapes. I don't think I have anything from his female collection yet. Yeah, I don't. No, wait, I do. I have this one, I believe. Yes, I have this one. So,
Ooh.
yeah, yeah. So you guys direct me.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. What do you think, Maheen? What collection?
Yeah, some new collection, Nick. Um, the last one that you opened, that was new.
This one?
Escapes?
Oh, you guys really like. You went ooh on the foundation one. So let's see. That is within our budget. These are within our budget.
I love that one of the tree. Wait, why is there no price?
This one?
This one,
No, scroll down.
the rider top is nice. Just
That's
all.
outside our price range.
Mm.
Yeah, let me go back to these other ones. So we have cliffscapes, locations, and seascapes. If you don't want to do another female,
The female ones are really beautiful too.
I like them. I have a lot of those in my collection, so I'm all over getting one of them.
I like the Sea Dream one.
This one
Yeah, that's incredible.
is pretty cool, and it's within our budget. Maheen, could we convince you to say yes to this one?
Yeah. Good.
All right, done.
All right.
Congratulations, Martin.
Wow. Congrats, Martin.
And thus concludes our first ever live town hall buying spree.
Woo!
We're gonna do this every time, and you have to come here and ask great questions, be part of the community, and the DAO is going to get you sales, and get you going. We are excited about this. Like we will continue to work to find many ways to get money into your pocket. That is our goal here. So here we go.
Can I
So congratulations to the 7 people, I think, who were on
we
here.
had
The foundation one will
April.
have to wait for the 24-hour bid thing to be done, so they'll show up a little later. But yeah, I'll be tweeting about those now, and we'll start going through it. So
I want to share.
Perez says, "I like how bad you are with numbers. Don't stop, please." Yes, I will go and I will say, okay, I'm going to buy 3 now, and then I look and I have purchased like 15. I'm like, gotta stop.
You have a big heart, Nick. You have a heart of gold.
I like to. Yes,
We love Nick. We love Nick.
this is
And
fun.
also, guys, like,
Mark, what's your handle, Mark?
Eddie, can you turn off the music? I'm getting distracted. I'll still feel like partying. Because I have to share something as well. All right. Just please don't think that okay, today you didn't make sales, but just think about the intention that Nifty Dreams is buying art from artists. Tomorrow is going to be your day. So just celebrate and clap for your friends today, and also the friends who won today. Congratulations. Do give back to the community for sure. I would say that buy Dreamers Pass and do that. Can I share my screen because I really want to share something?
Yeah, and
Can I
also
share-
I want to point out one thing. Okay, this part of our town hall, is the celebration part. I do not want to give anyone the impression that these town halls are about buying art. All right. The town hall is about communicating to you about what the DAO is doing, about how we as a community can further monetize art. This part is just like the icing. It's like the fun end of the town hall kind of thing, right? But don't come to the town halls just for the buying part, because then it's really the wrong mindset. The mindset is about, we are a community of artists, we want to think about how we can elevate all together, and that's why we are here. Because if you're here just for the sales part, then that actually makes me a little sad, but I'll go along with it. But we want you to participate in the bigger vision we have, because it's for you, it's about your future. So Mahin, you wanted to share your screen. Sorry, Evan. Yeah.
Yes, I don't know if it will work, but it says share screen. Okay.
Yeah.
Not share screen. Can you see
Turn off
my
all your
screen?
messaging apps first.
I don't see it. My hand.
Always.
Wait, can you see my screen?
Nope, not yet.
Wow, why does it not work? Wait.
Oh, that was me earlier too. I don't know why.
Asking me window, Chrome, blah blah blah. Wait.
If you have never given Chrome sharing permissions, then it won't let you do that. You have to give it sharing permissions, and that requires you to restart your browser. So you need to go into Studio once before the session, do that, and get through that drill.
Okay. Then Nick, you're doing this for me. I want you to play the Dreamers video.
Yes. Can you paste the link in the private chat, and I'll...
I have the video. I don't have the link.
Okay. I have the video also. Hang on, I'll find it.
Right.
Give me a second.
This is amazing. Just look at it. Look at the passion, and look at the vibe that the video is going to give you. I love it. I watch
This
it
is
all
the 58-second one, right?
Yes, correct.
Give me a second here. I'll play it.
Thank you guys all for coming, and just a reminder for the events that we have going on.
Oh, sorry.
Digital artist,
rapper,
abstract artist,
fotoğrafçıyım,
Fotoğrafçı,
photographer,
из России, дизайнер,
psychedelic artist,
artist,
portrait artist,
author, художник из России,
Western music producer.
digital artist,
Пилисапин тем.
dreamer.
Love it.
Yay! We love it. That was beautiful. So yeah, for upcoming events, you guys, if you haven't minted already, please go to niftyd.io/mint. That will allow you to get into our exclusive marketing workshop tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's going to be just a wealth of knowledge and information. Cannot encourage you enough to go. Like, call all your friends, get them to that workshop, because Rachel speaks for thousands of dollars. So this is an opportunity to learn from Rachel for only $25, and then also have all of these benefits from the DAO. So it's insane. And then also in 1 hour and 45 minutes, or sorry, 2 hours, 45 minutes, I will be doing a space, a Twitter space for creatives of all kinds to come and share. So come to that as well. And we have an excellent lineup there. So Nick and Mahin, this was so much fun.
Yes, I had a lot of fun.
What's this noise?
I don't know what that background noise is.
Maybe
Yeah.
the audio is still playing
Oh, for
on a low
you.
volume.
Okay, so I just want to say that for the workshop tomorrow, Rachel is very well known for the marketing tactics and all of that, and it's not only about that. It's just like when you speak to a professional and when she guides you right, you will gain all the confidence that you need, and you will basically get more clarity about how you want to talk about yourself and your work, which is something we want all dreamers to have. We want all dreamers to feel very confident. We want them to just know that they can actually just be able to talk about their artwork, right? And that's what we're doing in tomorrow's workshops. Do join in. Like she said, Rachel has, I think, 20 years of marketing experience, and she's very well known in what she does. So we'll definitely see you. And Eddie, I'll be in your space, in our space, I guess. And yeah, I'm really excited for that. So thank you, Nick and Eddie. This was great. This was a great session. I think this has been going on for hours and hours, even though like it's been only going on for 2 hours. I feel like we've been doing this for hours. That's how it feels so long. But
Yeah.
thank you, Nick. Thank you, Eddie. It was lovely.
It was
And I'm reading
lovely.
all the comments. I'm reading all the comments, and it's making me blush because it's so cute and nice. And you guys are like, I'm just totally vibing with this community. I love it.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys really brought a beautiful collaborative DAO spirit today in the comments. Thank you, Nick, for doing the buying and also sharing all of that wealth of information with us. So it was so fun. Make sure you guys come to the DAO Town Halls every week.
Yeah. Dream on, dream big.
Take care, everyone.